of the Hudson River, Michie Stadium. It will play host to some of the nation's finest today and another thrilling edition of Army football. What we have in store today, a clash between a pair of squads from the American. As we'll see, the Tulsa Golden Hurricane taking on the Army Black Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Tulsa will kick off and we'll get this game started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Cadets offense takes the field for the first time today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll send the back in motion. They'll try to get outside. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looks as if he's going to run it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling him up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
Fields the punt, wants to make a play. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. So Tulsa's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
He's got it on the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Dropping back, it's Hayes. Grabbed over the middle, it's Richardson. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. 3rd and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss trying to get that first down.
Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Gets the back moving. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Offensively, you want to run that counter, right, to try to take advantage of hyperactive defenses, but just poor execution. Not a good job of understanding where I need to go when I bounce that thing backside, and it bounced outside. You want to take that thing inside, so the offense needs to operate a little bit better and maybe not run as much counter because the defense got in there pretty quick.
They kick it away on 4th down. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Off play action. Throwing right. The short hands, it's Presley. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Off play action on 1st down. He's got his man across the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Tulsa comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Presley. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. That's reeled in. It's Presley. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. The give on the counter. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to pass, it's Hayes. Pressure coming. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. No good. kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. Army has it back and the offense ready to go. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Run it with the fullback. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Here's a heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And that is where defensive ends make their money, by getting to the quarterback and knocking him down.
Dang, Skippy. That's what you want to be. You want to be a double-digit sack guy. You want to be a guy that puts pressure on the quarterback. Playing the run is fun, but I want to get quarterbacks, and I want to make their life hard.
And the Black Knights decide to punt it away. 3-and-out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Hauls it in at the 40. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Snagged in the middle, it's Booker. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Now on first down from the 28. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Hayes. This time it's complete.
You know, that's a great job by the receiver on that curl route. There's a lot of receivers that finish the route and they just stop. And that allows the DB to close the gap and then knock the ball away. Nice job by that receiver continuing to come back to his QB.
You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this 3rd down? Got it, looking for the first down. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in 3rd and short, because the whole playbook is open and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the first down, now set up 1st and goal.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tulsa! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They'll run the option. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the cornerback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The option look. He's past the 30. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Turning it on! And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
And that's why this offense is hard to stop, man. They have that option to pitch it. So as a defense, like, I got to get the quarterback, and then I got to get the pitch man, and they lost the pitch man, and you can tell. He made them pay with a big gain down the field.
The Black Knights are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback on the keeper. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Motion from the back. Goes to the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge, and I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. The official says no good, and they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
Tulsa 7, Army 0.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls and fires complete to the right. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. Michie Stadium, alive. A wall of cadets trying to urge on their fellow soldiers on third down. Skips away from pressure. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
They'll move the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Hayes. Under fire. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Sends it back in motion. Fighting off the defender.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Now on second down. That's the end of the period, and Tulsa has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats.
7, Army, 0.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Extra blockers on the field. Offense goes full house. The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Under fire. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
And the Black Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. On his way back from the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Here comes the heat. Fires to the middle. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Hayes. Grab near the marker, it's Richardson. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Tulsa comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. An explosive play in the running game as He's got the first down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Running the red zone. It's Richardson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Hands it off on the counter. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And that quarterback knew the counter run was going to work on that play because he counted the box defensively before the snap. He saw that he had an advantage in numbers and blockers getting a hat on a hat, so he knew that was a green light. As soon as he got the snap, off they go, and it's an explosive play.
Looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Richardson. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
And he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
Gonna run it. It's Reed. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Now on the option, finding open areas. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that too. They tackle him, and they get him on the ground.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
The Black Knights will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. Back to throw, it's Hayes. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They go to the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? A look out over the Hudson, and it looks calm. It is not calm in Michie Stadium on this 3rd down. Got it in the middle, it's Miller. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Black Knights of the Hudson using surgical precision in this quarterback run game.
Yeah, and you're not talking about surgical precision in the passing game. That's not what Army does. They want to run the football. When you sign up as a QB to play at Army, you know that. You better be able to do it, and you could see the run there.
They'll send the back in motion. Give to the fullback. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I love when you throw the fullback a bone. The dude is so unselfish, blocks the whole game. Give him a bone every now and again.
Well, of course you like the fullbacks because you wish you had been a fullback. Some wanted to make you a fullback, and you were great. Could have been even greater.
Or I could have been a defensive lineman and a 3-time All-American in the first-round draft.
And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. And the Black Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking for a crease to the left. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
The Black Knights will punt this one away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And that is just a spectacular punt, and he will pin them in the shadow of their own goalpost inside the 5. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for space. It's Richardson. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. The Golden Hurricane needing a big play to keep this drive going. Leaves it with the back. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. On the option. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Gets the back moving. They'll go to the toss. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, the defense had the perfect play call on there. Offense trying to go toss into the boundary, but the defense dialed up the corner blitz. Perfect play for the perfect moment. They get the tackle for loss.
It'll be 3rd and long. They'll go to the air. He's going to take off. Inside the 40. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
And the Black Knights will line it up on 1st and 10. To give to the big fullback. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Motion from the back. They'll try the run. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
This 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? On the run, it's Reed. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the 1st down.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you, the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
They'll run it from the gun. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Army!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. They marched the ball 51 yards for the score. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Gonna run it. It's Richardson. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. To the air, it's Hayes. Got his man on the right. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Rides the back on the option, the give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Makes the catch, and he will score! Touchdown, Golden Hurricane!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Sends it back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Reed. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. To the air on first down. The throw with the catch. It's Fortner. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Black Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Reed.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. It's complete on the right side. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout.
And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. And this one will be a 57-yard attempt. He'll unleash it from the right hash. And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. That'll bring him to within 4.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. On the run from inside his own 5. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in West Point for an entertaining first half than you? And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys along the banks of the Hudson inside venerable Michie Stadium.
And the Black Knights will boot it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Handoff to the lone back. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Looking downfield, it's Hayes. Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Second down.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Richardson. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Tulsa seems to have the whole playbook working. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Mikey Stadium, alive. A wall of cadets trying to urge on their fellow soldiers on third down. That's caught. It's Miller. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Booker. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there and get it.
Finds his man. It's Presley. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Just moments ago, the Golden Hurricane stuck in its own end, and now they're generating some momentum. To the air, it's Hayes. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Wants to fire on second down. Here's the pressure. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tulsa. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
He'll try to tack on one more.
For the extra point.
And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. So a drive there of 82 yards, and the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Handoff to the fullback. Oh, he's got a chance. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish, and they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
He'll pull it on the read. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
You know, this zone replay is something they rep over and over and over in practice. This guy can run it and execute it in his sleep. Good decision there keeping the football.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. He'll do it himself. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Punt is in the air. Now on the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Back to pass, it's Hayes. He finds a dead spot in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Miller. There he goes. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Gain of 18. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Booker. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. And they swarm him under.
Well, going RPO on that 2nd down, the idea was they were going to have to throw and try to get a big chunk of yards to maybe get the 1st or set up 3rd and short, but no problem because your quarterback's playing smart football right now. And he takes off running when no one's there. Now you've given yourself a good chance to convert this 3rd down because of the quarterback's decision making.
He's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for Tulsa.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that 1st down.
Tulsa will come to the line on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll keep it himself. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down. You must have discipline to excel at West Point, and that is exactly what they're getting from this Black Knight quarterback.
It's a disciplined system. It's a disciplined way of life. That's why they chose to sign up for the Army. And you could tell this quarterback, he is their leader. He shows the discipline, and he shows the toughness.
The give to the back. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game. But at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll ride his man on the option. The pitch. Breaks into the open. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
Complete to the right. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
On the move. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you can tell if the QB wants to run, he's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a 4th quarter game.
Sweet cut there. Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. You count up those explosive plays in the game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the 2nd level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
They'll ride the hot hand. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19.
He's brought down at the 19-yard line. 2nd down going up.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback on the keeper. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
Man, And this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Trying to power it in. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
They'll line up to go for 2. They'll send the back in motion. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Here comes the option. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Little touch pass to the receiver. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Calls his own number. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. To the ground with the back. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Looking to throw. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back.
Will be a turnover on down.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking for space, it's Richardson. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
A look out over the Hudson, and it looks calm. It is not calm in Michie Stadium on this 3rd down. To throw, it's Hayes. Finds the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who've starred through the first 3 periods.
Army, 18.
Dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys. They've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback and the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there. Rallying to the football, nowhere for him to go and creating a big loss.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Pocket breaking down. Caught in the backfield, it's Reed. Gets it out across the 40, stopped short of the line to gain. They'll mark it at the 41, and might they choose to go for it here. The Black Knights will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Fields the punt and tries to help improve that field position. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. And when the man behind center has it going the way he has so far, you are feeling good about reaching into the playbook. A most impressive outing. It's as if he's seeing things before they happen, and he has the numbers and the scores to prove it. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Gives it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And after taking a loss on that last run, a little bit of pressure right now for this offense on their own side of the field. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but this is a critical 3rd down that they have to convert They don't want to give the ball back and put the pressure on their own defense.
QB draw. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. And a really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
Fires to the big fella. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Trying play action. Fires to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and of being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, there was something the quarterback liked in the pre-snap there, thinking his primary target was going to have a favorable matchup, but the defense did a nice job disguising that look. They got more bodies over to him and forced the incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Wants to keep it in the air. Gets it out quickly. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And the Black Knights can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Well, this time the defense played it well because this quarterback has given them some problems on the ground.
He's got so much speed and has had some success, but I like the end of this run. Not only get him on the ground, punish him. Make him think twice about running the football in the future.
They'll run play action. Got it in the middle. It's Fortner. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
The Black Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Sticks it in his belly. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's short. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. And the Black Knights, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They want to throw it. Wide out, trying to get it in. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. A pass in these tight quarters, if you're going to put the ball up, you'd like to think that you'd either have space or get it downfield a little bit.
Yeah, I like the defense understanding where the end zone is and then defending that line. It's okay to make the catch. You just got to make sure you get the ball carrier down in the field of play.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pollock.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Right down the boulevard. That'll make it a one-possession game, 28-21.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. And we've seen a tremendous show from this freshman behind center. And the QB has more than had his way, just lighting up the secondary and the scoreboard, Jesse.
Yeah, and Breeze, talking to the coaches coming into this one, they felt like they had a real opportunity in this game to throw the football with success, understanding just how talented their quarterback is. And he's really answered the bell. He's done a really nice job with his decisions. He's played on time. He's been accurate. And this offense has been up and down the field in large part because of how well their quarterback is playing.
Scanning the field, it's Hayes. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the 1st down. A really nice day from this quarterback. Over 350 yards passing now, Jess.
He's had a plan all game long. He just seems to find his best matchups, and he's done an awesome job giving his guys opportunities to make plays.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking downfield on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, you wonder that time if the QB was just forcing that one over to his running back. He's already made some catches in this game. The defense is aware of that, though, and that time they had outstanding coverage. There was no way that was going to be complete.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. On the ground, it's Richardson. Got enough for the first. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our...
Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
The Golden Hurricane way behind the chains here on second down. Looking to throw, it's Hayes. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete. Mikey Stadium, alive. A wall of cadets trying to urge on their fellow soldiers on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
Man, did the defense need the stop. Great job getting the third down stop. They needed to force a punt. They got to get their offense the football back so they have a chance in this football game. Really nice execution by this defense.
Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. Tulsa comes to the line with a 1st and 10. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. Gets the back moving. To the air on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Booker. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Quickly complete. Touchdown, Tulsa! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21.
That makes the score Tulsa 35, Army 21.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Pulls it in. It's Roberts. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Second down, he'll throw it. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Now the play fake. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Gives it to the back on the draw. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking for a crease, it's Richardson. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. The give on the option. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And this field goal attempt might just seal the deal by making it a 3-score game late. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Got a man, it's Howard. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Going to try to get it himself. He breaks a tackle.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
The Black Knights can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. He'll try to do it himself. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And the Black Knights lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Fortner. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
The Black Knights getting set on 1st and 10. He's taking the deep shot. Picked off to stop the threat. Got some room to run. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.